Why is it quiet in here?
Because everyone is fashionably late today.
I'm
It feels
like,
like
wait,
we're feeling the after
what is
effects of the
going on?
chamber.
No, I
Right.
was occupationally late, not fashionably late.
I'm like,
All
wait,
right, so you were occupationally late. I was emotionally late. No, I was emotionally on time.
emotionally late. That's funny. Emotionally late.
I mean, my
Hey
my team
guys.
got knocked out the
Hello.
Copa, but that's okay. We good.
Mm.
We good.
Aw.
We good.
Hey family. Hey Chuck. Hey Eureka.
What's up,
How's everybody
everyone?
doing this wet
Fantastic.
Monday?
How about yourself?
Good. I'm glad it's raining. Some of the snow will go away. Super excited about that.
I'm mad that it
Um,
snowed the other day. Like, really, Mother Nature, I need you to get your act in order. Like, it's March. Why are we
down
seeing
there.
snow in March? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Was it a lot?
No,
No.
Okay.
but it was just like, what
A
the
little
hell?
dusting.
Enough.
Mm. Right, right.
It's like,
That was us on. I think it did the same thing on Sunday, and then I feel like it was fine. Like after 10:30.
yeah, it was like Mother Nature. I'm trying to prepare for a 5K at the end of this month. I don't need to be seeing snow.
Right.
This is not how we start March. Like,
That's right.
we trying to be
That,
outside in 2026, and you're not cooperating with the weather. But hey, it could be worse.
that's right. All right. Let's get
So,
into it.
I mean, a lot of damn things happened this weekend. We talk
A
about
lot of damn things.
not just we had a pay per view, but we had a number of title changes. We had people saying they gonna bury them next to like dead family members. Like, I don't know what the hell was,
Daddy.
and that ain't even a half of what was going on this weekend in the world of wrestling. But
Right.
I mean, we gotta start with Chamber because now we have a clearer road to WrestleMania, so to speak, especially at the top of the card. We so
Mm-hmm.
we got to start with the men's because I know that's gonna make Mimi the happiest because that man did not win.
That's
Much
right.
to my
And that's it.
surprise.
And
He
that's
only
it.
prolonging the inevitable because Friday cometh.
Yeah, Friday cometh and my mouth runneth,
Well,
right?
wait a
My
minute.
mouth shall runneth
Wait a
with the
minute.
All
s-
right,
This,
with
this
the
the way
slanded,
that went.
with the
That
slanded.
I was gonna say
Shut up,
pause, but
Corey.
I
Shut
don't know
up.
where you're
yeah,
going
I
with
was
it.
like,
Like,
wait a minute. Like, what kind of
I was like,
the
maybe trying to do some things with the coaster. Like, wait, what? Huh?
like? What is?
How do we?
Listen, I'm just talking about wrestling here, man. I don't.
He like, let me see the sledgehammer.
Yeah, something. No,
Listen.
so
Go
yeah,
ahead.
that was actually a good ending. I like the way they were able to. Again, when the match ended, I
Mhm.
literally sat there and I said, this is not what we're getting at WrestleMania. That's literally the first thing I said. It just they're going to whether Friday ends in a straight up title change or some
Mhm.
kind of schmaz that introduces other people into the match. We're not getting Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton straight up. We're not.
So we're screwing Drew
Mm.
out of the title at a title match at Mania.
He may not get screwed out of the title. He may just lose straight up.
That's getting screwed.
That's getting
How?
screwed.
That he loses the
Listen.
match straight up and loses?
Yeah.
Like, they're
Yeah.
not taking
That's
that
getting.
title off.
I what?
They're not taking that title off Punk before Mania, but they're gonna take it
Wait a
off
minute,
Drew.
Punk. Yeah.
I don't like that.
I,
I
I
don't
I
like
Well,
don't
it.
like that either. If that's the case, you might as well just have Cody win the damn chamber versus.
no, 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 no. That not necessarily. Because again, that's why I was saying I don't think we're getting that match that we saw at the end of what's being advertised as of right now. I do think the 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 bottom line is I think Cody Rhodes is going to be in the main event. Whether he goes in as champion or not, he's going to be in that match. That's why I was saying, either Drew straight up loses the title
Mhm.
or they're going to have some kind of schmoz finish where you have a Jacob Fatu interfere and it causes both of them to get put in or one of them to get put in. Um, I feel like there's a road where You have Cody versus Randy as the main event. You get Drew versus Jacob as well. Or again, I've been saying it for a little while now. Somehow, maybe you get Sami Zayn versus Jacob Fatu, because then it'll be revealed, that Sammy took out Jacob and Jay, and he's the one that kicked Jacob's teeth in. Like it, I, there's roads. I think, no pun intended. There's roads that I think get kind of paved through Friday, and we'll really have a clear understanding of where they're going, or we don't, and they add people. But again, Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre straight up for the WWE Championship. That's not the match we're getting, and if it is, that's not main eventing WrestleMania either. So we'll see. We'll see where Friday takes us.
Justin.
So I liked how we ended that men's chamber match. I'm happy that Randy won. It's something we talked about here on the Buckle, where we swore Cody was going to win, but there was going to be a curveball. Who was going to be the curveball? And Randy being the perfect one. Of people want to see him in a title match. People want to see him hold that belt one last time. And why not? And given everyone else in that match, it made the most sense. Now, I didn't like how colonizer Logan was eliminating everyone of color in the damn match. That was irritating the fuck out of me. But it's
Ah,
smart. It's smart booking of like, you like Trick, cool. Logan's eliminating him. You like Javon, cool. Logan's eliminating him too. It's gonna piss off the crowd to where you want to see Logan get his ass beat and set up that Seth spot. So I get it. It was just one of those, just like,
I,
really.
I think that
It-
was circumstantial coincidence, Justin. I do think that what everything that Logan did was Bronson Reed's stuff, regardless. I think Bronson Reed was supposed to be in the chamber. I think everything that went uh, the way Logan did in the chamber match was going to be Bronson Reed, literally down to the return of Seth Rollins and the way that went down. I truly believe that that was going to be all Bronson Reed.
Mm.
okay,
Done,
Think
Just.
about it; it fits in perfect. Like everything he did was, they basically, I mean, they were afforded the luxury of fortunately having you know, uh, another Vision member they could go in there and it feasibly play out. Like it made sense. It's not like it's not a knock to Austin Theory, but if Austin Theory was the last one left of the Vision, it wouldn't have made sense with him going in the chamber. But
Mm.
Logan still has the star power that whatever they were going to do with Bronson Reed, you could easily, which is what they did. They plugged Logan Paul in, and it worked. So
Mm.
it made sense for me when I saw him eliminating everybody like he was. I was like, okay, this was going to be Bronson's spot to eliminate everybody, and it comes down to Bronson and Cody and Randy.
Mm. Okay.
that's fair.
Um, I don't think. I think when you say you are going out for the WWE Championship, that means we have two nights. That means each championship on each night is supposed to be main eventing that night. I don't think Cody needs to be in a championship match. He can have a WrestleMania match, but he doesn't have to have a championship match. People have done it before. People have had WrestleMania matches before, and they don't main event,
Okay.
or they're not in a championship match.
I
So I
just,
think it's
yeah.
time. I just think
Hmm.
it's time. I think it's time that um like it just I don't think people are I think people are realizing it, but people are not saying it. And maybe I'm the only one that's saying it because, I don't particularly care for the character.
That's
But
exactly what it is. But go ahead.
yeah, but at the end of the day, we are blaming Roman.
No, not we. But go ahead.
We are blaming Roman for what, like, we are blaming Roman. He's doing exactly what we blamed Roman for. He's being pushed. They're putting him into the scene where in retrospect he doesn't have to be in the scene. If you're big time like that, you can have a match, but you don't have to be in the main event scene every time. You don't. And so I personally feel like Drew has done a lot of work, and it's telling that you're giving him a multi-man match. I don't think that the titles need to be in a multi-man match. And if it's multi-man, it should be three max. It shouldn't be five. It shouldn't be four. Randy earned his spot. Randy shouldn't be in a multiple match when he hasn't held this title for a very long time. And he's earned a one-on-one. He earned a one-on-one. So why are we inserting? We don't like insertion any other time. So why are we inserting like other people into this match? I don't
I don't
think
know.
Jacob
I mean,
needs to be in this match. I don't think Jacob needs to be in this match at
see,
all.
see the rationale for last year's Women's World Championship. It's the same thing. It's the same
It
thing
is,
happening
but
now.
it felt disjointed. It felt disjointed, and
But
I don't think it's necessary, is what I'm trying to say.
okay, and well, to your other point of this is what people are blaming. We're blaming Roman for the same things happening now. The major difference with this is that Roman wasn't beloved the way Cody is right now in the same times they were putting Roman in the main. I'm talking about before the tribal chief, when he was getting main event after main event after main event. It wasn't the same, lore of the fans liking Cody Rhodes like they do Roman. It wasn't the same. So I think that's the major difference is that there's more, and people cannot like Roman, and it is what it is. That's fine. And people cannot like Cody. It is what it is. That's fine. But truth of the matter is, where Cody is right now, for them inserting him in, multiple WrestleMania main events, the feeling towards Cody is a lot different than what the feeling was towards Roman in those early times.
That's very true. We were giving WWE, especially Vince, a lot of shit when Roman was getting pushed ad nauseum back then. And then we love the tribal chief, but we got to keep the same energy. But
The big dog wasn't big dogging back then. Like, not for a lot of people. It wasn't.
nope.
It wasn't, but we should still keep that same energy that everybody else is.
But that's what I'm saying. There's a difference. That it's Cody is more accepted right now in the current position that he's in than what Roman was when he was getting Mania 31, 32, 33, 34. Like, him getting those main events is not the same of what Cody is doing right now. It's not.
It's not, and it's not selling tickets either.
But no, don't. We can't deflect that. That's not
I'm
the.
not.
That's
It's
not
not
the
a
discussion
deflection. It's
here.
not a deflection. That is the discussion. The
That's not
main
the
event.
discussion
The
here.
main event. The main event is supposed to pull the eyes. It's supposed to pull all the things. When Roman was being pushed, we're not going to sit here and act like niggas was not watching the product. We're not
Nobody
going to
said they
sit
weren't.
here and we're going to act okay. So don't make it seem like they really were in the same position, because business wise, they were not in the same position.
I'm talking about right now where they are.
I'm talking about right now where they are in the position that they are, whether they're fans, whether you have fans that are like overly loud that like you, and whether you are pushing the bottom line. Cody is not pushing the bottom line. He's not. And we're not going to sit here and say, okay, you sell t-shirts. T-shirts is not pushing the bottom line.
Okay.
I mean, that's fair.
So
I
for
hear both
me,
sides of
I
this.
just feel like he does not need to be in the main event. He can have a WrestleMania match, but he doesn't need to be in the main event. How many top guys have been at WrestleMania and had a match and wasn't in the main event? It's not necessary. What's
Okay.
necessary is a story. We have no fucking stories right now. Absolutely no real stories. His
Well,
story with Drew and Randy
is a story.
What's really the what story is that?
That's a story.
What story is
Like,
that? It's Randy and him, they have a story, and then it's Drew and him, he has a story. So like it's like, why you here? Randy's looking at Drew like, it's me and you. Why is he here? Like, you need to knock it off
have you
and
not been
it should be
seeing
me and
Drew
you.
interfere?
I
Drew's
see
literally been
everything. I
interfering in.
see everything. Listen, this is what I'm telling you right now. On Friday, if they give him that title, it just reconfirms the shit that I've been saying for for how long, since he's fucking arrived. It's gonna be it's just the same thing that happened with the big dog. You can say all the fans loved him then and this, that, and the third, because at the end of the day, he was pushing that bottom line when the fans were booing him. And he's not doing that. Your boy ain't doing that.
No,
I'm
first
just
of
spitting.
all,
I'm just talking about the
not my
facts.
boy in this scenario. What I'm saying is that Cody right now has the story with the champion more
Okay.
so than the person that won the chamber.
So
He
then they
has the
should have. So
story.
like Justin said, they should have let him win. Like we all thought he was gonna win. This little side part, this little like, oh, let me go down this road first, but we gonna get to where we gonna get. Like, it's dumb. It's stupid.
They're adding
Just get
somebody
to it.
else to the match.
It's
That's what
dumb.
it
It's
is. They're
stupid.
adding somebody else to the match. That's the bottom line of it. Of what
And I
my
personally
argument
feel
is
like
that
Drew deserves the work that Drew has put in. He deserves a one-on-one. Like, he's put the clause in. He did all the things so that he would not get a
I
rematch.
hear you, but look at the story that's been told the last month and a half, almost 2 months.
Yeah, part of that
Every
story
match
is
that
you're not
Cody's
getting a
been in,
rematch.
every match that Cody's been in, Drew's been there. So don't blame it on the fact that Drew deserves a
I
one-on-one
do. I'm
match.
not blaming it.
Yes,
I'm
he
stating. I'm not
does.
blaming. I'm
But
stating.
the story going on right now, Mimi, is that every time Cody has a chance to get close to the title, Drew interferes. So the story's there. It is. If they didn't want Cody to be anywhere near that, it would have ended
Nobody
in
said that they
Germany or
didn't.
whatever.
Nobody said that they didn't.
Oh,
What I'm
but
saying is it's fucking exhausting. That's what I'm saying. He could
well,
have a
too
title.
bad.
He could have a
I don't know what
match.
to say.
He could have a match. He could have a match without being in the title picture. Point.
Well, then
Point
tell
blank period.
then creatively tell them to stop booking Drew to interfere in all of Cody's matches because that's where we are now. That's
Okay.
where we are.
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
yeah,
It is what it is at this point. Like, it
yeah.
just feels, it's just, oh, like I don't know. Like, there's one. I'm not like saying that there isn't a story. Like, we have a story from, I mean, we've been had a story from last night, but I just feel like I don't know what's gonna happen with this card, bro. Like, I really,
Look,
really, really, really don't.
You
I'm
know
just
what part
going
of the
by what they
problem
giving
is?
us.
You know what part of the problem is WWE somewhere in the 2010, in like the last decade, like we're so conditioned to stories and all that stuff culminates at Mania, and at some point in the last decade, they got
It's a
comfortable with
formula.
we begin a feud at Mania, like AJ Shinsuke at like 34, a perfect example of like that wasn't a culmination that started their feud. And for some,
Right.
and so there's times where in this last decade, like we're so conditioned to this is where the story culminates. This is where it culminates. And it's like no, either we'll start a story here or we'll continue a story post Mania, but not end it at Mania. And I think that's part of what hurts the build to what you're saying, Mimi, with like where's the stories? Like they have stories, it's just a matter of the only one that feels like it's actually gonna culminate is Roman Punk and possibly Stephanie Liv. That's the only one that feels like a culmination of like their stories. Everything else feels like it's beginning at Mania or it's gonna continue on post Mania.
Yeah, I forgot about those girls.
I mean, you can't forget about them because maybe they if
But I
you're tired
did.
of seeing Cody in the main event, they have a chance.
I'm tired of
I'm
seeing
not.
Liv in
I'm
the main event too.
I'm not saying Stephanie and Liv got the biggest of chances. I'll put that percentage on the low end, but you know they have a chance to main event. They have a
Right.
better story than whatever's going on
Then do
SmackDown
that.
right
Then
now.
do that. then do that. Do that. I just believe that he does not need to be in the main event all the friggin' time. Like,
That I agree
let-
with. On top
it's
of, you
not
don't always need
necessary.
Cody in a title picture because this is exactly what we complained about Charlotte Flair for ad nauseum, to where the fans
And the big
literally
dog.
revolted on Charlotte because of this.
Right.
And that became Charlotte's identity for so long. It's like, what's Charlotte Flair's character? Because she's always in a title
That's right.
picture, she's always in the main event. You kind of lose sense of the character.
Right. Anyway.
But that's
Okay.
the men's chambers. So salute to Randy for doing the Lord's work and winning that.
That's right.
The assist to
Y'all are
Seth Rollins.
unbelievable. The Lord's work. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
He did the
Yes.
hey. He got
Hallelujah.
Logan out there. He did the Lord's work for me from there. Whatever was after it was like go. Logan had to go, but that was not the only chamber match. We had a women's chamber match, and Rhea Ripley
Mm.
stands tall out of the
Hmm.
chamber, so she will get her title match versus Jade, which I'm still playing catch up on what the hell happened on socials. Wow, that's all I'm gonna say about it. I don't know what's going
But
on.
I
I
have
don't
to
want to deep
say,
dive.
I I I will say that Raquel looked amazing.
She did.
She looked absolutely amazing. There was a point where I thought she was going to win. Literally, I was saddened when she didn't, when she got pinned, because she was so good. Kiana James was so good. They really, I think that might be one of my favorite, I can't remember shit, but that might be one of my favorite chamber matches in a very long time,
Hmm.
for
All
sure.
right.
For
I
sure, for
know.
sure.
I know. For me, I can't be mad at Rhea because I think everyone and their mother picked Rhea to win that chamber. I totally
Hmm.
forgot Tiffany was in this match until
Hmm.
she came out. I was like, "Fuck! If Rhea's not winning, then Tiffany is." So
Hmm.
it's literally the field versus those two. So I wasn't surprised that they were the last two. Even though I
I
guess
didn't
there's a
think I didn't think they were going to give it to her. I didn't think they were going to give it to Tiffany.
they,
Legitimately, I didn't.
I wasn't sure because they love them some Tiffany. Oh my god, they love them some Tiffany, and that was abundant last year, where they were racking up Tiffany's wins and title defenses, and that became a running thing going into SummerSlam. Like they love that
Mm,
girl. So I was like, Rhea should win, but I don't know. But Raquel looked really good. Everyone held their own, man. This was a really good
yeah.
women's chamber. I don't know where I would put it as an all timer. That's a good deep dive one of these days. We're like in between Rumble and Chamber. We should just do that and just rewatch Chamber matches because I actually want to see which one is the best. The only one
Right.
that stands out to me for women's Chamber matches is the first one where Alexa retained the title, but that
Hmm.
was the whole Sasha Bailey story going on in there, and then Shayna Baszler nerfing the entire field to win
Mm. Oh
hers
yeah,
in like the
that did
dominant
happen.
faction
I don't remember it.
because that
I
was
need to
right
rewatch it. I
before
don't remember it.
COVID.
Mm,
Because she won it. We had a week outside, and then outside shut down.
mm, mm. That was around that time.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's how she got her title match. Was she
Got it.
ran through everyone in the chamber.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
All right, so we had that.
Corey,
Match was good.
That's it.
you
We had
are
a
so
we had a thesis
fucking
paper for
petty.
Cody in the
You're
men's
so
chamber, and all
petty.
we got is match was good.
You played yourself. Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself.
We need
Match
more
was
than three
good.
words, sir.
Y'all already covered it. Match was good.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Jesus, take the wheel and drive it because Danhausen is trying to grab the wheel. Speaking of Danhausen, how do we feel about that reveal? They've been teasing his mystery box.
Oh my
They had it
god.
at Chamber. They had the big reveal. It's Danhausen. And honestly,
Corey?
I was on the stream with the girls, and we were just like, really?
Corey?
I was okay with it. I liked it.
Mm, okay.
I mean, he's a different character. He's not
Mm-hmm.
what you know people wanted to come out of the box. The
Mm-hmm.
box isn't the story of Danhausen. All it is a debut. I mean, at this point, you have to keep looking at the stuff they're going to do with him in the future because the dude is actually very entertaining, and when used correctly, it can be a benefit. He doesn't have to be in the ring all the time. He can go across every single show, and I mean NXT, AAA included. Like the
Hmm.
dude is, it's an entertaining venture that they have with that, and I think they can do a lot with it, especially when you know what his character does. Like even last night, as soon as he cursed Dominic, I was like, oh, he's losing. Immediately, I knew it. So it was like, if you know the character and give it some time, I think it works out.
Mm. So initially, I didn't understand it because I used to see him, but I didn't think it was. I thought he wrestled.
He does.
I didn't think he was that small. So that was the first. Hello.
Yep, still
Yes.
here.
Sorry, I don't know what just happened. That was the first time
Danhausen
I
try
saw
to curse
him
you. You try to
small.
say you didn't see him wrestle. That's what that was.
I've never seen him wrestle, so it was very interesting to see. I think the crate was pointless; it wasn't needed. But last night I got it. I 1000% got it last night, and I was entertained. The little bit that I saw, I love the voice. I love the cadence. Like I get it. Like I put two and two together with the social posts that he was posting. Like okay, this is funny to me. So I enjoyed it.
I mean, he brings entertainment and he fits WWE a lot more than he does AEW. So
I saw that a lot too. I saw that take a lot.
the addition will be fine. I guess the box reveal was they hyped it up as a big thing. So for it to be Danhausen, that felt like you could have done that on Raw. You didn't need to do that at Chamber.
Well,
But
That's
once the mid carders start being around it before the release and the lower end people, that cemented it as Danhausen for me. Like it wasn't going to be anybody major once you saw. I mean, no offense to those guys, but once you saw, Los Garza and Apollo and the Motor City Machine Guns all around the crate, wondering what's in it, I was like, yeah, they're not. This is there's nobody. There's no world champion or main eventer in there. It's not. It's just not.
mm,
So.
hmm, that's fair.
that's interesting. Okay.
Going back to the women, man, we have a brand new women's IC champion. I thought this was going to happen at Mania. They pulled the trigger at Chamber. AJ Lee snatches that title off of Becky Lynch. Becky has been going ham on social since, but how I feel about this title change?
I was shocked too. I have to say I was shocked too. I thought that they were gonna do it. They were gonna try to give us another one today. That was the third match
Not
Yeah,
a
or the
that was
third
second.
match,
That
but
was
no,
the
their
that was
third
after that was
interaction.
second match.
that was the
What
second
on
match
the card or for them?
for them.
It's their third interaction match. But their first one on one, but their third match together, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So I yeah, I thought they were gonna do it at WrestleMania, but that was an interesting change.
I mean, I guess it took one of the girls to put it to say basically like they're in Chicago, which is CM Punk and their hometown. So I guess when they put it like that, it's like this makes sense. But that felt more like a Mania move than a Chamber move. But but looking at this card, it's like you kind of need a curveball somewhere. I didn't know where the curveball was going to come, so that felt very like, oh shit, I didn't really think they were going to do that.
Hmm.
I still
I didn't
think
think that
they,
they were gonna. I felt the same way about the IC title last night too.
yeah, we'll
I
get
thought
to
it was
that.
soon.
But
Hmm.
I think they run back this match at Mania. Maybe it gets the stipulation. I don't think they're
Okay.
done yet, but I was very happy about the surprise.
Okay.
And then closing out Chamber, we had Punk defending his title against Finn Balor, which I thought
Hmm.
was a best match on the card to me. Like that was fantastic. Finn reminded people, yes, he can still wrestle in the ring. I would like to see him in the title picture at some point and be taken serious
Hmm.
and branch off from Judgment Day. It's time. And Phil reminded people that he can still put on good matches and not break down with injuries and come out of it in one piece. And the entrance was really dope. I like that he got WWE paid the King's ransom for Alan Parsons' project to get serious and the Bulls announcer.
Yep.
for his entrance.
amazing.
That was really dope and nostalgic. And then I just felt bad for Bulls fans because it's like this is probably the height of what you guys have been going through for the last decade because your owner sucks. But that's a
Mm.
different story.
Is that a bad owner?
He's very cheap and doesn't want to spend, so they stay in mediocrity. They have a
That
rabid
sucks.
fan base and they deserve like a really good team, but he doesn't want to invest like that. He's okay with mediocrity and living off the Jordan era instead of like
Mm.
let me actually
But Jordan
rebuild
moved
this.
on.
Yeah, but
He's rebuilding something else.
that's the thing. Jordan's rebuilding something else. The owner's like, no, I'm kind of cool with nostalgia and the rings and the mediocrity. I don't want to build a new
Mm.
era and try to go for titles again.
Well, this is another conversation for another day, but I think that I think has been a common theme, not necessarily being cheap or whatever, but I just think that there's this form of laziness in the NBA now where all the things that I feel that I used to love and how I used to watch back in the day, I don't want to watch anymore because it's just not fun. Like All-Star Weekend used to be fun. It used to be a thing. Now nobody wants to play, nobody wants to compete. It's weird. Um, and I just feel like the energy is just different now.
I mean, it's simple. Guys are more because of social media. Guys are protecting their brands. They're protecting their investments. No one wants to look bad at All Star Weekend, and you kind of lose a little bit of that competitiveness, especially where
Yeah.
the top players don't want to turn it on until the playoffs. So it's basically bubble
Right.
wrap and just get through the regular season until you're in the playoffs,
Hmm.
and then we play for real. And you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
throw in the fact that if your team's not in playoff consideration or trying to go for a title, everyone else is basically throwing away seasons. So it's like I live in DC, right? Washington's
Hmm.
been rebuilding for like almost a decade,
Hmm.
but how is it? How are you going to ask me for to come out thousands of dollars for season tickets on a team that really half-asses it on the court because you want to suck? That's how you get better players and better picks.
Hmm.
But you're asking me to pay a lot of money to go see this team that's maybe going to give half-ass effort at best.
Mm.
And then if the good teams actually come to DC, those tickets are skyrocketed because like the
Mm.
Lakers or the Thunder or the Spurs only come once a year.
Mm.
And then you also roll the dice on if they come once a year, maybe this might be the game where they sit out people because the Wizards suck and teams quietly do load management. So that may be your only chance to see Wemby, and then Wemby doesn't play, and now I'm out like $700.
Mm.
Versus if I was like living in New York, everyone plays because it's the Garden and it's the Knicks. So like
Right.
everyone show up. But if you're in this other markets, like, but that's another. We can go do a deep
Yeah.
dive on how the NBA is just messing up right now.
Yeah. Okay.
But speaking of messing up,
So, oh,
Rhea,
one more small thing about that too,
yep,
with the Bulls entrance thing that I thought was it was a sign of the times, not necessarily negative as some people were reacting to it. But I saw a lot of the people that live stream and the content creators and stuff, and so many of them didn't know what it was or what the significance of the entrance was
We're
until
young.
Michael Cole pointed it out. I was just like, we're
We're in
definitely
a
old.
space where we're in a space where we're the elders.
Yeah,
yeah.
because
But even
so
if
many
we're
of them didn't know.
elders, but even if we're
Hmm.
elders, it's like, come on, kids. The Last Dance came out during COVID. That's
Yeah,
only
but a
5 years
lot of
ago,
them,
and they
yeah,
gave
but
you
I
the
don't
entire
think,
history of why the Bulls and that Jordan era meant something.
yeah, but I don't think it, I don't think Jordan, like the Jordan era come ups, um, and the Zillennial, no, not me. I would say Zillennials probably don't know the significance of, um,
They don't know that
Michael
Raging
Jordan.
Bulls player intro. They don't know that.
No,
They don't.
no. Millennials don't know it, and Gen Z are just straight up like it's LeBron or Steph, and that's it.
Yeah.
Really, LeBron. They don't know anything about Jordan. They don't even know the makeup of why he's here, like why Nike is the brand that they
Still.
are. Like they don't
Still.
understand how this man has. the biggest impact in culture and in the sports space, and is continuously doing it. You know what I
Like,
Yep.
mean?
bro, he's
So
been retired for 20 years, and his sneakers are still the highest selling sneakers
that's right.
in Nike, and it's not
The
close.
second retirement at that, Justin. The second retirement, not even the first. You said 20 years, and that's the second retirement.
Yeah, it's
The
like
first one, if you count that one, it's been 30 years. You know, like
bro's been retired and still has the highest selling sneaker, and it's not close. I don't see anyone breaking the sneakers app or whatever for LeBron's the way that they do for like old school Jays.
Eh, yeah, I'm just saying. Okay.
yeah, they don't.
Do we want to let some people in?
For
Sure.
what?
What you mean for
No,
what?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I can't see shit because I'm speaker, but
And just like that, we're gonna let Bill Bixby in here and get his 2 cents off. We're talking Chamber and the
Billy,
NBA. Go ahead. Bill going once. Bill going
you probably can't.
twice.
So
Ah, he probably can't. Damn it. All right. Well, should we do a quick pivot while we wait on Bill?
yeah,
Yeah, on Monday Night Raw.
I mean, well, before we get to Monday Night Raw, I just want to bump over SmackDown 1 sec because
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
shout out to your new women's tag team champions,
yeah, the
Nia
women's tag
Jax,
champions.
Lash
Yep.
Legend. I was not
Which,
sure of how we are gonna
yeah,
get to Rhea and Jay when Rhea still had the titles, and like
yep,
that, they took them damn tag team titles off for Rio.
yeah,
I,
yeah. When they did that, I was with you, John. I'm like, that probably means Rhea's winning. When they did that Friday.
well, I didn't realize they won the tag team titles till going into Chamber, and I was like, wait, they lost titles. I was like, when? And then so right before the pay per view started, I had to do like a, oh, they got it the night before. Damn, that's that bullshit. They got it the night
Yeah,
before, but salute to Nia and Lash, man. They've been working really good as a tag team. Lash, we've been talking about Trick and his meteoric rise. We haven't been really saying much about Lash and giving Lash her flowers since she's been called up, and like how she's added a little bit of fresh air to that SmackDown Women's division, and how her and Nia work as a good tandem.
yeah. I think Nia was a great team up for her. Um, I feel like it was her come up has been super paced. We wanted this for a very long time, and we kind of felt like we weren't getting it. And it was just a pleasant surprise. And she earned it, and she's looked so good. She hasn't skipped a beat, and I love this. I love this for her. Period. That's it.
All right, now we switch over to Raw because Raw had a lot of damn things going on. I was catching up on Raw right before the Barcelona game. We have a new IC champion. We talk about IC.
I
The
was shocked.
men's and women's champions didn't survive the weekend. Dominic lost to Penta.
It got
Like, I'm
cursed.
happy Penta got it. I'm glad the curse is already gone immediate effect, but damn, I didn't see him taking that title off of Dominic right now.
I thought we were going to get it at WrestleMania. Um, I I thought he deserved to carry it to WrestleMania, honestly. So I thought that was going to happen, but Penta definitely deserves it. I think this was a long time coming too. This felt like a long time coming too. People wanted it. I would have loved it if it happened at WrestleMania, so Dom could get like his year reign, and you know Penta could get his moment.
well, there's a little asterisk in that year, but yes,
Why is it asterisk?
That's right. That's right.
John Cena was Intercontinental Champion.
That's right.
I
Hmm.
Yeah.
totally forgot.
I forgot about that too. I
I
did.
really
I did.
forgot. Oh yeah, that was a whole. He's never held it, so why the fuck not?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was the Boston show. Duh.
yeah.
Okay.
Small asterisk, but Dominic for the most part did hold it for a year, pretty much.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm happy with the result. I was just surprised again. Surprised they did it now versus
Surprise,
Mania, but I'm
surprise.
I, I'm kind of good that they
Think,
did it now because it's
hmm
like this is why you need to be watching these damn shows, especially when it's Mania season. You don't know what's
I
gonna
I think,
happen.
yep, Yeah, I think what it is Dom and Finn are getting a more high profile match with each other that it doesn't need the title. Um, yeah, I really think that's where they're going with that. And even though it'd be nice for Finn to be Intercontinental Champion, I'd rather him not get. And it sounds bad. I'd rather him not get hamstrung with the Intercontinental title and keep him in the conversation for the world title. So I don't think Finn and Dom will need the belt, and the implosion or Finn leaving Judgment Day or however that ends up going, I think doesn't need the Intercontinental Championship. So I'm okay with Penta winning. Plus, it was like, yo, this is like Penta's like third or fourth shot at Dominic for the Intercontinental Championship. It's like if he's not winning it now, he's never winning it. So y'all have to do it now. So yeah, I like where they're going. I liked it.
I agree with you. I'd rather see Finn at the top of the card because we've seen him with every other belt except the top title, and really, it goes back to what was it, SummerSlam 17. That was it. It was like blip, then the shoulder injury, and that's all she wrote for him in that top title picture. Like we've seen him back and forth, but not really get it. And it's kind of like I'd rather see him top of the card. I think the fans are ready too because he got a great reaction in Chicago and whatnot. Hold on a sec.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. It's interesting. Oh, Bill Bixby, are you here now?
Yeah, yeah, I got booted. I don't know why. How y'all doing today?
Hey, look
Oh,
at
I
his mic
thought you
works
said you
now.
booted. I was like, okay, well,
Nah,
that's
nah,
great.
nah.
But you said you
Hey,
got booted. Okay, that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah. Hey, all I know is that if Roman Reigns offer Punk some ground beef, you better not eat it because it may be Larry. Uh, go back to that boss man Al
Damn
Snow story.
it.
Yeah, you better not eat that, Punk. But
We
the
at the
thing
Buckle
is,
do not
though,
condone eating animals of any kind.
hey, I'm just saying, the kids out there who don't know, just type in Big Boss Man Al Snow, you'll get a kick out of it. But the thing is, the Chamber, I thought it was a fine show. I did like the surprise of AJ Lee, see what happens. Rhea won. We know why, because Bianca got hurt and he couldn't make it. That happened, but I thought she was the best of the options in there. But I still wouldn't mind have seen Raquel in there. And but I thought Punk and Finn, the thing that hurt that match was that we knew Punk was facing Roman at WrestleMania. And I think that may be a problem they may need to address. That the match was good, but maybe because we just knew that match was going to happen, it was kind of hard to like get into it knowing Finn was going to lose anyway. But I thought the women's chamber was better than the men's. Sorry, there's a plane taking off. But I love how Trick looked like a total star with that entrance he had.
Yep.
uh, and see, what people don't understand,
That's
in
right.
WWE, presentation goes a long way. If you look like a star, those fans will be behind you and act like a star.
Hmm.
Javon, his time's going to come. Folks got to remember he's only 21, and I would love to see him versus Penta for the IC title. Maybe throw Dragon Lee in there. They can have a good match. But Danhausen, the thing is, that shows the difference between WWE and AEW. It's like you don't realize how small some people are till they leave AEW, go to WWE. And you don't realize how big some people are until they go to AEW. I never realized how big Edge was until he went to AEW. you know,
Mm.
He tall.
yeah, but he doesn't look
Oh,
like the WWE. But
right.
but yeah, and and so like Danhausen, I'm not gonna lie, I thought he got Count
What?
Chocolate. Me was like that was Count Chocolate.
You didn't think Edge looked as big as he is?
No, I
He's
didn't.
like
No,
6'4". Like
I
he
mean,
looked.
Corey, I was dragging him all pandemic. Like,
I mean,
what?
but
I
Bill
wasn't
made the
looking at him
point
like
is like
that.
when he's in
I'm
WWE
talking
and like
size
Randy's
wise.
6'5", Roman 6'3", Brock
Roman's big guy.
6'3", and
Yeah,
you're around a
but
lot of
those
the
Yeah,
big
guys,
guys, he
maybe
kind of
it's just me.
fills in the norm versus AEW doesn't have a lot of like tall guys like that. So Edge
Well,
stands
maybe it's
out.
just me because he looks big. All of those dudes look big to me.
Mm,
yeah. But it's like, for instance, Tommaso Ciampa, right?
mm-hmm,
Look how he looks small on WWE TV, but in AEW he looks just like everybody else. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying that's how they do business at that company.
mm,
I'm not knocking. That's their thing. I think if you're a big guy like a Hobbs or like that's you better not come to WWE. But like I think like with WrestleMania, I'm not gonna get too worried about the card. 'Cause I knew you had a lot of injuries that happened, and plus the show isn't until April 18th. This is like March 3rd, and we we can't just say this is the whole card today. And I think they got to do some build up on TV. And I think like I'm curious how this Jade and Rhea stuff will come out because I kind of wanted Jade versus Charlotte, to be honest with you. And but we already know folks on the net would have been mad about that, you know. But Rhea, it's like her fifth straight WrestleMania with a title match, if I remember correctly. But this one here is a special occasion difference because Bianca's injured. But I just think like, and you've seen the social stuff going on there, and that's more, and it is a deeper thing than many of the IWC wants to like get in, could comprehend. That ain't black, you know, or a black woman, you know. But I think that match is going to be a fine match. I think Liv and Stephanie, I want to see how Liv does because everybody said Liv needs her moment. Liv needs her moment. She's getting her moment right now. She cut a good tape promo last night. But let's see what happens because Stephanie can hoop. And I think her Spanish speaking promos are great because it's like when you learn a new language, you're still kind of thinking about it until you become perfect at it, you know? So that might help her out like that till she speaks good English, but you know how it is promo, you're thinking about it. But like a year or two later, she probably be like dumb, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the thing I took from this PLE, and I'll say this and I'll shut up, I know you got other people. I just like seeing those young people. I like seeing those young people perform, show out, and I like what they're doing with Oba. Put them in there with Rusev for a little bit, because Rusev gonna be that veteran to help Oba out.
Yeah, I like that too.
And I'll say this: people, I'm worried about Braun Breaker because they done a lot of things. I think him turning babyface may be the best thing for him. But I like Oba, Trick, Javon. They ain't have to do all this. They just showed up, and the crowd was just into them. And I think and I've always said, the crowd, no matter what the office does, the crowd will choose.
Yeah,
they chose Trick, Oba, Javon, and they chose Mello because Mello got his personality over. And I'm going to SmackDown on 13th, and I'm glad I get to yell, "Whoop that Trick!" You know.
That's cool. That's cool.
But hey, you guys have a good one and keep up the great work. I love listening to you guys. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to say this. I am a Bulls fan and I'm miserable. I kind of hope Jerry Reinsdorf for those Epstein files. Yeah, I said it. But hey, you guys have a good one.
I mean, you could just ask your owner to sell the team, but I mean, Epstein Files is just a wild direction to go in. It's more
He
definitive of
won't
getting
sell
them
it.
out of there, but I mean, there you
Damn
go.
it, Bill. Oh my God.
If you guys want to hop out, if you guys want to jump on the mic, just hit the request button. We got you. We're gonna make room for everyone. Vaughn, you next. Then Haitian Sensation and Dark Taco. We talking everything chamber related.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, good evening, everybody. I don't know if I just stepped into the fire just now, because I'm not hoping for my ownership team to be in them five. That's a whole nother story. But it's for first of all, congratulations to Lash Legend.
That's right.
And we acknowledge her for becoming a tag team champion. Lash and of course her partner Nia, but that's another story. And of course, with the chamber. I actually saw it at the AMC over in Tyson's, like in this area.
Nice.
And it was
Nice.
definitely an experience. It was a pretty nice crowd too. What I mean. So it was a pretty nice, really nice numbers. And so of course I knew the Punk was going to win. I was surprised there was no Judgment Day. Of course, Rhea obviously was going to win because Charlotte wasn't in there. But that's a whole nother story. I'd rather see Jade and Charlotte, but we all know how that is. And so like as far as AJ beating Becky, I'm like, Becky beats the female scene in 26 seconds, but you can't beat somebody who had a 10-year ring rust. That surprises me. But of course, RKO is the number one contender. I'm glad for him. The 21st WrestleMania appearance for one Randall Keith Orton, and I'm proud of him.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? And but also like I would say this: the Twitter war was more exciting than what's been on television because and a lot of that stuff I could tell has been spilled over on TV too. You know, because especially when it comes to of course, when it comes to Jade's, you know, haters or spectators, whatever the case is, the Mean Girl locker room. I firmly believe that if a certain EST were there, they wouldn't be, like they wouldn't be, all chatty and as loud as they are. You know what I mean? So I mean, also her and Naomi, we all know why, but yeah, it's just I feel as though like no matter what Jade does, they're going to criticize because of the fact that there's something about her that intimidates them, that makes it that brings out their insecurities. Especially the ones who can't even get on the Mania card. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to Chelsea, Naya, who've been struggling to get on the Mania card themselves. Piper hating from the sideline. You know what I mean? And so the thing is, like as far and the thing is, even though we may not agree with Jade's in ring ability, I still want to see her advancement even more because of this.
Mhm.
And so it's like I said, that she brings out, reveals their insecurities. Certain Eradicator apparently, I guess, went to management, allegedly, but yes, but other than that, as far as Roman and Punk, what I mean, like speaking of insecurities being revealed,
Mm,
Roman,
mm,
his aura alone reveals CM Punk's insecurities even more, to the point where Punk had to hit well below the belt and say what he said. Because of the fact that Mimi, me, and what was it, Demon Diva,
mhm,
NYC Demon Diva on Twitter, like we all echo the same sentiments because of the fact that Roman has eclipsed Punk in so many conceivable ways that there's not much left for Punk to have, even with the mic skills.
mm.
Roman's caught up to him too in that aspect as well. And so and the thing about it is that like I said, if for Punk to to claim that that he brought Roman in knowing good and well that wasn't even the case. And so I'm glad that he got fact checked and clocked over that. You know what I mean? So like I said, so as far as that, and don't be surprised if by the time we get to Mania, Roman's got the Infinity Gauntlet back, the Gold Glove back. Because that's the Roman we need. As soon as you see that, oh, time is up. This
Mm.
hourglass will be run out for Punk. And the thing is, I feel as though Punk really got beside himself as soon as Roman mentioned something about retirement, and you could even tell in Punk's voice that he was almost about to cry.
You
You know what
think?
I mean? And so, and I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, as far as that, and but like I said, that's the main thing I'm looking forward to. To the return of the Roman Empire, and in terms of Gunther, I'm thinking that if it's not Oba, there's got to be Brock. He's got to have a WrestleMania opponent. More than likely, it's probably going to be Lesnar, and I'm thinking it's going to be Oba probably versus Rusev or something. But like I said, that those are, and also Liv, I can't see her, winning, especially with, with that promo from last night. That was a reflection of who a lot of that, who the higher ups definitely put their endorsement behind. But hey, what do I know? But like I said, those are some of my 25 cents about
25
the week of
cents.
wrestling.
Thank you. 25 cents is funny.
I
Thank
like
you.
that. Thank you, Vaughn.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Dark Taka, you up? We're talking everything chamber related.
Hey guys, what's up?
What up? What up?
What's up? So I actually got to see Elimination Chamber. I was mad that I couldn't watch it on my PS5 because my PS5 was acting strange. I'm not sure if it was the ESPN app or what happened. So I tried watching it on my laptop. It was working fine. That's the
What is
one thing.
backstory? What are
No,
you?
I know it's not
I'm just
backstory, but
messing
it's
with
something
you.
that I had to go through, which I
I'm
was
sorry.
mad about. I was
I'm
like, what
sorry
the
because I'm sitting here
heck?
and
Hey,
I'm just like,
But
Mimi
anyway,
wanted
AJ,
let me get to the
stories. Here you go.
AJ,
Here's the
let me
one.
get to
nah,
what I
AJ, what's
really
going on,
want to
man? What's
say.
going on?
I love
AJ, wait. You haven't been here in a long time. I just want you to let you know Corey turned heel. Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
I've
Corey
never
turned heel.
turned.
I
I've
ain't,
been this way.
I ain't scared. I ain't
You
scared.
should be.
The devil's a liar, says
Okay.
Anyway,
Corey.
Okay.
and also I found it very fun that that Rhea Ripley has been like WrestleMania almost ever since she started with WWE. She's been like the queen that goes into the WrestleMania. And I was like, you know what? They should call her the Queen of WrestleMania because she's been in 7 WrestleManias featuring different titles, and it's like, yeah, she's like right up to the top right there. Um, I did enjoy how we have Jade and Rhea go against each other. That I was actually quite interested to see. Stephanie and Liv, I would love to see where that's going to go because I feel like there's something going to happen, which is going to be interesting. Um, the fact that Penta is now the Intercontinental Champion, that's awesome. He got cursed by Danhausen. That's what you get, Dom. Um, but overall, I did enjoy the men's, but I feel like the females did a way better job because I felt like the men's was almost kind of predictable. We knew who was going to go for it, and we knew who was going to probably get the slip up and pretty much win the whole thing. I knew Randy was going to win it because with the whole Drew and Cody
Did
thing,
you?
that's going.
Did you?
Yes, I did because I
Okay.
knew Drew because Drew is a straight up hater. He wants nothing but to ruin people's lives. He's been ruining Cody's for like the longest time now. It's like we knew that was gonna happen, and we was like, somehow something is gonna be even crazy just to see Nick Aldis flip his shit. Because let me tell you, when he made that announcement, I was like, oh, Nick is pissed. He is not letting that go. He's going to make Drew regret that. And just seeing that, it was like, yep, that's going to be crazy. But now that we have Jay coming back after not competing in the Elimination Chamber match, do we know exactly how this person's going to come out of the shadows, revealing himself that he was the person that took Jay out? Because I don't
It's
know how
probably
they're
going to
going to do
happen
it.
on an episode
Because I'm
of.
quite interested by that, actually.
It's probably going to happen on an episode, and they're going to be revealed, and then we're going to find out.
I know, but
Does
I
that
just
cover
want,
it?
You're
I just
dumb.
No,
want,
I'm
no, I
joking.
just
I'm
want,
kidding.
You're so
I
fucking
want to be
dumb.
I'm kidding.
surprised. Damn it! I was like, oh my god,
Oh
he
no, you
really
knew.
did
Hey,
it.
you knew Randy Orton was going to win, so you should know who how they going to do this.
I
I'm
told
Well,
you,
but yeah,
AJ.
it is what it is.
not.
But
No. In all
over,
seriousness, AJ, you're probably if who's being revealed is leading to a match, you probably are going to get it within the next maybe no more than 3 weeks. Because I feel like whatever they do to reveal this person, they're going to give that match build. It's not just going to happen and you only maybe get 2 weeks out of it of a build. No, because this whatever this reveal is has had layers to it. So it's going to be where once it is revealed, there's going to be a nice build to it to build up that match. But I think again, to what I said earlier, Friday will be very telling in the direction they're going with a lot of things with what happens with this championship match. I think whatever result we get out of that probably makes the landscape up for 2 or 3 matches going into Mania out of that
Mm,
one result.
mm. That's interesting.
yeah, and I think that's mostly it for me. But
Okay.
thank you,
All right,
everybody.
you're welcome.
Um,
Thank you, AJ. So is it time to talk about Roman and Punk's War of Words on Raw Part 2?
sure is.
I mean,
Talk to me, Cap. Talk to me, Josh.
oof. CM Punk, you asking for it, man. I get it. You the champion. You go into Mania. You got to defend your title in your home city. You know, I did not need the naked picture with you and your wife's
Oh my
belt
god, I
on
wanted to
you. Like
girl. I wanted to throw up. I really
I
wanted
wanted
to
to
throw
go to
up.
the nearest, Dwayne Reed or CVS and go get whatever spray or Braun Breaker
It's
uses and use
gross.
that on your body
Mm-mm.
because I don't need to see that again. But I thought the promo was really good. Again, it just solidifies that should be your night 2 main event. And you're going to regret talking about that man's dead daddy like that. Like I put the video out of like Anchorman and
I
like
saw
Jack
that.
Black kicking the shit out of the
Hmm.
dog. I was like, nah.
Hmm.
You asking for Roman to go below the belt and go talk about Larry. Don't be doing that. But it just shows like it's not just a title match with these two. It's personal. And I
Hmm.
think that's a story I really like of like this goes beyond the belt. And it goes to like Mimi's thing of like you almost don't even need the belt in this. It just adds added stakes, but this is more personal. And I like
Hmm.
it.
I think the belt is like a caveat. Is like
It's like it's like the cherry on top of like an excellent Sunday.
because the belt was a thing back then, right? He basically was champion in a very pinnacle point of the business, and he wasn't in the main event, and now
Hmm.
he's champion again, and he is in the main event. But
Hmm.
the issue, like, I love this story because there's some truth to it. However, um what makes it even extra fascinating is that there are holes. Like, it's so interesting to see CM Punk's fans like love the promo. Oh, he got over this, that, and the third. When in retrospect, there's holes in the gripes that he has. And he's trying to be the bigger guy, and maybe that's what the play is. The play is, I'm trying to be the bigger guy, and I'm trying to make it seem like I'm this company guy that I wanted to be before, and I'm playing the bit of being that company guy, and you got to play to me, and you think this and you think that. But everything that he's saying feels delusional, and that's what makes me love this so much, because everything that he's shooting at Roman don't make a lot of sense. I'm not her. I don't care about what people tweet about me. He had a whole dissertation about it on the night at at the ESPN desk or the WWE desk. I brought you in. No, you didn't. You brought the other two in, and somebody else advocated for me to come in. Oh, I got to carry you through this bullshit. But at the end of the day, Roman was carrying shit for the past 5 years and still does. Like, it goes back and forth, almost like a closing of all the things that he was running his mouth about 10 years ago, that at the end of the day, Roman proved him right. So I don't know. I mean, a lot of people say, he couldn't pull anything out, this, that, and the third. So that's where he went to. I want to I want to say, yeah, I kind of believe that, because I feel like his promos feel recycled. It feels like there's an octave to it. It feels like it's the same thing with AJ. Like, they speak a certain kind of way, like they're telling a story, and these waves in their voices, and they pop 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 pop, like they do this thing where they're saying something, but if you're not paying attention, you'll feed into it. Like, he's a really good salesperson. I
Hmm.
think that's why like, people love him. Like, his words are very like, they resonate. But if you really listen closely, he's not really saying much, and is kind of like repeating some of the things that he's saying, but in a different manner. So
Mm.
at
Kind
the
of
end of the
like, I'm
day,
going to smash him. I'm the tribal chief. Acknowledge, set like that,
no.
because it's the same thing.
Okay. So anyway, what I was saying is
It's the
that
same.
for me it feels like CM Punk, like everything that he says feels like everything that Roman said, like, you're here to serve a purpose. And CM Punk is there to serve a purpose. And you saying that you broke a gate in Chicago, maybe that's true. Maybe that's true, but you could only do it in Chicago, where Roman can do it along with the roster. They were doing it without you even being there. So it's going to be so interesting to get to the next 7 weeks, to see how much further they get along. Like the dad thing was very like cutthroat. I felt like it came out of like left a little bit. It felt a little bit out of place, like you kind of rushed to say it. It wasn't as smooth as he can be, but he's got to die.
It's funny all of this is being said because as I was sitting there listening, I was like, "Yo, Punk's Punk might actually win at Mania. Something's not feeling very. Oh yeah, this is where Roman gets the belt back. It doesn't feel like that for some reason. Maybe my mind will change over the next 6 weeks or so, but right now, kind of feels like Punk's gonna win.
I personally, for me, I don't care if Punk wins or not, because at the end of the day, Roman doesn't need the belt. He might be in the title picture. He doesn't need it. He's already proven all the things. And as a fan and as somebody that's watched the business and that's kind of like, I always operate on fact and numbers. And for me, him having the title, I personally don't think it means absolutely anything. So if this is going to do anything, it's just going to close the chapter of CM Punk. I'm a company guy and I'm a champion. That, I think this is more for him than anything. Him saying, "Oh, I'm chasing you." I like it just doesn't jive, and it doesn't feel that way. That's not what it is. I won this match. I won the Royal Rumble. And so I picked you because you in my face and I don't like you and I want to beat you up. But if you win, you win. It's not going to matter. That's it.
Corey.
Corey hates me.
Okay,
Corey hates me.
it don't matter.
It
The
doesn't.
listen, the both of them are two of the most fragile egos in that place.
That's right.
You think it don't matter if Roman lose the Punk after all of this and he's saying, "Oh, you're gonna teach these guys and NXT gonna bring them up. I'm gonna smash."
That's right.
You think it don't matter?
It
Okay,
does. It does. The only place that it matters,
okay.
the only place that it matters, Corey, it matters for story. Because right now, the creative in WWE makes absolutely no sense. It's all over the place. And if he loses, it just opens up another chapter of the tribal chief. We get another chapter of the tribal chief. We get a little bit of something if he comes back to work a little bit longer. If he does, right? So for me, if he loses, it doesn't matter. The belt doesn't matter. The title doesn't matter. But creatively and for fans, it matters.
Okay. Okay. I all right.
I mean, you're a tradition. You watch wrestling traditionally, right? Like you watch wrestling a certain kind of way, and to some degree, I've learned to watch wrestling the way you watch wrestling, and I think that's why I'm where I am today. As much as I
Mm.
used to Heisman your thoughts and you used to say, "Oh, this is how traditionally it is," and I used to be like, "Oh, does it have to be like that?" Blah, 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 blah. Like at the end of the day, it I was like the way I've been watching for the past, I think it's been almost 15 years since I've come back.
Hmm.
I'm starting to see I've gone through a cycle of superstars where it's like, "Oh yeah, now I remember. No, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't look right. What's going on?" I'm thinking like that now. But I still have the casual thought in me where I'm like, no, things can go a little bit different. Maybe if he does lose, it could open up something else. We're talking about fifth innings, this, that, and the third. It feels like they abandoned the innings,
Yeah, it feels like we're in
you
a
know?
brand new ball game.
Right. We're in another book. Like we not in a game anymore. We're in a book.
We
And it's like,
we not
okay,
playing baseball. We
so
playing soccer.
no, something else. But it ain't what it was before, and everybody's all over the place. This guy, we should be talking about, they should be expanding on Tamatanga and Nakamura. Like, there's history there. Why couldn't we, can we start that? That could be a match. That could be a story.
Oh, that definitely is a story. That would. It's just a matter of you got to explain the New Japan connection and how far back it goes. But definitely, there's a story there.
You don't necessarily have to explain like the whole thing, because honestly, if you watch them go back and forth in Japan, in Japanese, the past couple of weeks, like here and there, you feel like there's some type of energy there, some type of chemistry there.
Hmm.
They have chemistry because they worked together in a previous life. So it's like, build on that. I don't know. I don't know. I just watch when I can, when I want to. But
No.
Corey, I will say, Corey, I've been watching since Friday,
Hey,
It's Tuesday. Like,
we gotta start
and I've
somewhere.
been watching, and I've been watching. That's my
okay.
point.
Yep.
3 days straight.
Okay.
And did you fall asleep during some of these watches?
Right.
Nope,
Have you had to
because
go
I was
back?
online. Because I was online. I was doing a live stream with Three Falls
I
Count
saw it. Good
on
job.
Saturday, and I did them with again. I did it again last night. I was outside. Okay?
She
And I
was
watched
outside and
SmackDown.
active.
And I watched SmackDown. Yes, I did.
I will say this Friday is going to probably be the first time I see SmackDown live in a while, but this is like a, it feels like a must watch SmackDown, especially coming off the heels of Chamber and all the moving pieces.
Yeah, we need to see where this is going. We need to see. And another thing I will say that I did like last night was, outside of the promo, was the back and forth with backstage segments and all of that. I think we need more of that. Raw hasn't been an episodic show. It's been more wrestling heavy, I kind of feel like. But the back and forth, it was like, I think we were counting matches, and it was like 9:30, and it wasn't match heavy. It felt good. Well paced, chaotic, super chaotic. So it felt like, okay, we're getting somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yep. You got to have that balance. You got to have the in ring, but then the outside the
Yes.
ring.
That's right. That's right.
Any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
No.
No.
Oh, so you're not gonna comment on the promo? You're just gonna
I
leave it like
I
that?
I mean, honestly,
Don't be
I
like
thought
that, Corey.
I thought
Don't.
Punk thought Punk got the better of him this week. I did.
Okay. Okay.
And I think it goes back to the response of what went on with the tweet after and then the post show. I was like, ugh. That's really where I started thinking, oh, Punk may win.
Hmm.
It almost feels like we're in a way with Roman, to me, that he's never, I'm sure internally he's on the babyface side. To me, Roman's never been a babyface since he's been the tribal chief. To me, even
Hmm.
after
Hey. Hmm.
even after he came back at SummerSlam 2 years ago, and yeah, he may have, he helped Cody, he teamed with Cody. All, like, he's had his playing to the fans per se, but
Hmm.
he's still the narcissistic jerk that the tribal chief
Absolutely.
is, and
Absolutely.
I feel like that allows them to,
Teeter.
yeah, if they want to book him as the heel for this match, they can do that.
Uh-huh.
That's my thoughts. I'm done.
Hmm. Agreed. Look at that. We're on the same side.
I know it's been a while since you guys have been basically like doing the Oklahoma drill on each other for the last couple of weeks. If you know, you know.
Corey know I love him. That's my Leo brother. He knows I love him.
Aw, summer babies. This is what happens when you put three summer babies together and ask the cancer to moderate.
Okay.
The emotional one. The
The
emotional one to
emotional
moderate.
one keeps all emotion out.
Okay. We're here. Benediction.
Well, we thank you guys for tuning into us another week of the Buckle. We have a lot of fallout coming from Elimination Chamber. You have your number one contender in Randy Orton. You have your number one contender in Rhea Ripley heading to Mania. You have brand new women's tag team champions. You have brand new men and women's IC champions. You have a title match, an important title match on Friday with Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes to see if Drew's going to keep that belt going to Mania or if Cody's got a little trick up his sleeve. We shall see.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
since we said we're going to switch it up and stop doing the whole, what do you say about Cody Rhodes? Mimi, how do you feel
Nope.
about this
Yeah,
Mania
yeah.
build?
Listen, Punk gotta die slow. He gotta die. He gotta come outside and die slow.
Mm.
Period.
So basically, Punk has
Yo,
to visit Larry in doggy heaven. Got you.
that's right. Right next to the little ugly dog. Hmm.
Hey, man, all dogs go to
And
heaven.
you know what? Nope. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna be the bigger man about this.
Don't worry, I'll go there for you. Hmm. Sure will.
On that note, we out.
Bye.
Goodbye.